This has been the most challenging, I would say, or misplanned, I would say, or sparred with bad luck. I've had to leave the Xpulse on her maiden ride. I have had to leave her in the middle of the trail. Namaskar Internet, and welcome to a very special episode. Good morning. Today is an exciting day because I'm going to try the rally kit that we fit on the Xpulse, and I'm going to actually take it out there in the dirt and see how the bike performs. Not just that, I've got new boots from Cayenne which I'm going to try out, and I've got a new anti-fog motocross goggles from Liet. So lots of news for today's ride. Let's see how it goes. There's a certain excitement about waking up early, loading up your bikes, putting on all that gear. There's a certain feeling of jumping into the unknown because each ride turns out to be different. Good mornings.
That's the man with the truck.
We do the transport company. Transport and washing.
That's become one of your major pulls for being the main bro, hasn't it?
That was the goal.
You achieved it, my friend.
Lockdown is over.
Yeah, man. Just simply looking at the fog and the smog, you know that the humans are back.
And I'm sure I say this for everybody, but there was something special about the lockdown, about those empty streets, about the skies that were bluer than ever before, about that silence. But thankfully, out here, about 100 kilometers outside the city, it's still beautiful. So today it's Moni on his Husky, Viraj on his Suzuki, and me on my Xpulse with the rally kit. Now we are well aware that this trail that we are heading to is pretty technical, and we are going to be facing some issues when it comes to finding the path. So like any other trail, this one too starts at a village because these were originally walking paths used for either cattle or by the locals to travel from one village to the other. Looking at the mess, I do believe that garbage management is something that's become very, very critical even in these rural areas. The GPS on the phone will always be a bit off, was already becoming pretty clear. But coming back to how I'm feeling with the rally kit, I must say that these suspensions do make a lot of difference. As of now, that difference isn't to my advantage. I still have to work on them and adjust them. They are still too bouncy. I'm not sure whether it's the new tires or maybe it's the rebound that's really fast. Anyways, I've got to play with it to figure it out.
Because I already had my first fall. The camera wasn't on, unfortunately, but here we are. The suspension is feeling a little bouncy, so I've adjusted 3 clicks to make both the rebound a little lesser and the compression a little harder.
Yep, the compression is harder because I don't like floppy suspensions. I don't like suspensions that take a dive every time you hit some sort of obstruction. I much rather have them a little stiff. That's the way I like them.
Oh.
Well, looking at this footage, I think you can well imagine that there really was no trail to speak of, and you simply had to go through the bushes and then maybe find some bit of trail there, and then again it would get lost. Seeing Viraj and Moni in front bobbing around, you knew that there were rocks under the surface as well, so you can't really rip through and you can't see the surface.
So in this situation, if you can't see where you're riding, you really can't ride, because you go from one point to there, can't get my boot on the brake as well. I've got to adjust the brake.
Well, these sort of adjustments were expected after installing the rally kit and everything that came with it. But you also needed, how should I say, the right situation to be able to sort of stop, find a spot, and then maybe adjust these things. Well, always a good idea to let the rider in front of you get out of the sticky situation and then go with whatever momentum you have the balls for.
I think we're done with the worst.
Yeah, I too hope we're done with the worst.
So, and I'm just saying that was bad technique. But then, like I said, you got to see. If you can't see, it's a bit difficult. Same thing with a clearer sight, a little more momentum, and you would have gone. Anyways, let's go meet the boys. The front is a bit floppy. I'm just going to tighten it. Keep tightening it. 1, 2. Super narrow.
And why I say super narrow is because to my left there is a deep fall going downhill.
Imagine coming up this way. Okay. You want help? You want help? Okay. Are you okay?
Yeah. You can come here.
I'll come. Bye. Yeah, let me see if I can park my bike. Yeah, come. I'll lean it the other side. I'm stuck now. No, I'm stuck. Don't come to TK, I'm fucking stuck here. Okay, got it.
So basically on the left hand side there isn't even enough space to stand. Forget about doing anything else. So we're in the middle of the trail, as you can see, and hopefully Abhiraj's bike will start up. The Suzuki is refusing. It's refusing to start. There's a strange pleasure in pulling a fellow motorcyclist's leg.
But that won't happen, no, Moni. While it's running perfectly okay. Why will it just suddenly? I think he just had the bike tilted, so the only thing could be the carb, I guess. It's really, really humid. Very humid. Very warm today. Then we asked for it. Okay, so Viraj's bike started. It was just a carb issue. Our friend Josh on the phone said on a 2-stroke, shut the fuel, open the throttle and give it a few kicks. Simple.
Okay, onwards we ride. But where to? We're not sure at the moment. But we gotta keep going, because coming back this route seems not such a great idea. But don't get me wrong, I mean the GPS on Moni's phone is still showing that we are somewhere on the right track. And every now and then you would come across this opening, and then you'd say, yeah, this is not so bad, this is like a nice easy section, maybe it'll all open up. Well, that is a trail, and even if it remains like this, I think we'll be fine. I mean, sure, we'll fall a bit and it is tricky, but it's there, we can see it, right?
Helmet keeps hitting the camera.
And the problem isn't about falling. I mean, that happens all the time, but in this situation, with this temperature, with this humidity, every time you fall.
Yeah.
Every time you walk back to help somebody, every time you push a bike, you're just draining away that energy.
Fuck.
Okay, a quick tip about the Xpulse. It has a tilt sensor. Once the bike falls down, you'll have to switch the ignition off and then turn it back on. Only then does the bike start.
Just try to get in neutral, just hold the clutch.
But the bike wasn't coming back into neutral easily, and I think these were signs of things to come. When stuck on an incline, pull back a little bit, take a bit of a run up, and then gun it. That's the only way. Now that was a long walk back for Moni. Okay, take a look at that village. It's going to play an important part in the story yet to come. Well, these sections really were pretty simple and straightforward if you ask me. But my clutch was giving an issue. I was stuck in the first gear and it wasn't moving. Alright, maybe we'll stop at a point and we'll have a look. For some reason, I already knew that I was riding at my worst. I was getting distracted, I was getting thrown off. I was not practicing the technique that I knew to be proper. For some reason, I was on the defensive. And my guess is, so were Viraj and Moni. From what I remember, somewhere around here, that blue dot on the GPS, which is us, told us that we were no longer on the trail and maybe we had to take a left turn at some point.
Where? Is it this one? This looks like it's going somewhere. You're not sure, right? I'm coming there. Stay in the shade. Yeah. This is fine. The shade works. We'll walk together. Let's walk at least 100 meters to make sure.
Yeah.
Otherwise we get stuck. Fuck. So we've got to, I think this jungle thing should be ending now, no?
I was already at a stage where I was breathless even when I was speaking.
Are you sure it's not the same straight path?
Yeah. You can try a right turn over there, na? This is the village.
Mocking means
The trail is going, we can't see Viraj.
recce, yeah?
Tempers were running high now because the fatigue was catching up. We only had so much water and we were not sure which way to go.
This doesn't seem like it, Moni. No. The tree. This is not a tree. No way. This hasn't been used. Papa, this hasn't been used. Yeah. Why did you take a left over here? Any reason? Shows? Maybe it's left from our.
A bit further up.
I think so. I think that's where we'll cross the riverbed also. This is definitely not it. We have to be careful about dehydration because we've got only so much water. 2 liters each. I'll help you. Let's get your bike back up.
So lesson, I should have stopped there.
See the trail going straight, no?
I had to keep bowing down.
Is what it looks like. Chalo, let's go there and sit for a while.
I had not felt this sort of fatigue in a long, long time. Or perhaps never ever before. This definitely wasn't the kind of experience I was looking forward to for the first ride with the rally kit. That much I can tell you.
It's a good idea to see the not so glamorous bits of
Tough, hot.
biking as well. The other
Pooped.
3
Idiots.
bros. So we are here in the middle of this wilderness, and we are using Monisha's GPS app to find the route.
I did have a doubt about it.
So there is always a little bit of a lag, but it's just really very warm and very humid, so we've taken a break and we are going to eat some sandwiches. So hopefully we'll find the way out, otherwise we'll have to backtrack, which is not a very appealing
No, that's
option
not appealing job.
at this moment.
Hard.
Yeah, toughest one, yeah, so far. Even when me, Josh and maybe did it, it was tough. Tough. And that fuck up of downing my bike added to the toughness, but we weren't this tired. This is like
Right after pulling back Moni's bike.
So this trail has really had us for today, and it's mostly because of the heat and the humidity. We're going down the wrong path without a GPS today. But yeah, so we got to go back and try and find the way. And plus there's a lot of overgrowth, as you can see. I mean, this is supposed to be a trail which you really can't make out. But it's, today's been a little challenging for sure. I can say that. We were I think 20 minutes away from the news show.
couldn't get up. My head was that it's not getting up. We're not getting water. And it's only getting hotter. So the more we sit here, the worse it's getting.
On your way back, like if one falls twice over, I think that's all the energy is gone.
Yeah. Just getting over rocks was a huge effort. Coming back, I came back, I just sat down because I was overheated. Heart was beating fast. Like, that was a weird feeling.
But we made it to habitation.
This has been the most challenging, I would say, or misplanned, I would say, or sparred with bad luck. But we got totally out of it. We backtracked to the small village that we passed. It's here. And I had to leave the Xpulse on her maiden ride. I have had to leave her in the middle of the trail because she fell and the clutch went funky and then just didn't have the energy to fix it. बहुत जाते रहो.
और एक बाइक थी ना
खराब हो गई. धूप में टाइम निकालने से क्या पूरा वो एनर्जी खत्म हो जाता.
इधर तक गए थे
हाँ, इधर से तकरीबन 3 किलोमीटर आगे, लेकिन वो लेफ्ट ले रहा था नीचे जाने के लिए, वो लेफ्ट टर्न मिस हो गया तो हम लोग ऊपर चले. अभी तो बुरे हाल है.
किधर से आए
मुंबई से. अभी देखना पड़ेगा बाइक का क्या करें. मैंने कहा पहले जान तो बचाए, है ना. पहले जान बचाएगा तो new friends, making new friends.
Well, at least someone was having fun exploring.
Traumatic experience, yeah?
Dramatic.
Traumatic.
Dramatic.
But what I'm telling Vipin is that don't take it too personally because just the first time in 3-4 years is happening to us.
That is a fact, but
I wouldn't take it too personally.
No, neither would I, but
बोथ बनाए बोथ खाने
it would be good to understand. Thank you, boss.
We fell a few times, we got tired, water became less, heat suddenly hit us. Heat was a bit too we got lost. I mean, the combination, had we not got lost, we would have reached that downstairs.
Yeah.
So what's the plan, Vipin? What is the plan?
The plan is, Raj, my man, because when you leave it here, I'll take your truck. I'll go pick up Josh.
So here we are in Viraj's truck. Very nice of him to have rented to me. Pick up Josh.
Stunning.
Say hi to Josh. He's here.
What's up?
He's graciously agreed to come and rescue the bike. We are on the Xpulse rescue mission.
Adventure 2.0.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, that's stunning.
Nice scenes, huh?
Yeah, beautiful. I really missed out yesterday. Maybe I did.
I don't think you did, man.
I think I would have been like fixing shit, so
Ah,
glad
yes.
I didn't make it.
Although we missed you big time, but yeah, had to leave the bike there in the middle of the trail. Has it ever happened to you?
No, I don't think it's happened to me yet. Not yet, touch wood. But I think brute force and stupidity has to be blamed for that.
So gorgeous look hills, as you can see. Let's go try find that spot.
Stuff that you never did.
Josh and I took a short walk up to the village, enjoying the views on our way. Because once we were at the village, we were the main source of both entertainment as well as astonishment. And I've got to thank Josh for helping me out.
बाइक नहीं गाड़ी लाए नीचे नदी क्रॉस करके गाड़ी में लोड करके फिर ले जाएगा गाड़ी लाया क्या बड़ा गाड़ी
इधर से जल्दी उठे ना तो बाहर जाएगा तो बहुत तब हो जाएगा
करेक्ट इसलिए जल्दी निकलने का
Well, here we were making our way out of here.
We'll make it down, but we still have to make it down across the river. Yeah.
Well, the views were totally gorgeous. When I saw this footage of me riding down my Xpulse, I realized how stiff and reluctant I was, and that was because of the lack of confidence that one suffers. Anyways, take a good look at the line and go for it, man. There's no time for reluctance anymore.
Your turn right. Yeah, come.
Vipin car. Hello guys, I know as far as riding is concerned, this episode has turned out to be a boring one, but it was important that I share this with you because when you're doing dirt biking or trail biking out there in the wilderness, it is not always fun. Things can get pretty awry and pretty serious. This was quite a learning experience for us, is that in situations where you are riding in areas where the trails are very easily covered, now the situation can be deserts or it can be thickly overgrown forests that like it happens in Maharashtra. Now you don't know where you've come in from and you don't know where you're going out because there is no trail for you to see, and sometimes you're entering through overgrown bushes. So I mean, once you've entered, you will never be able to find your way back when you look back at it, right? So it's very, very important, I feel, for riders like us to have a proper GPS, not a phone based GPS app, because that is always susceptible to being a little incorrect and having some error. So yes, having a proper GPS, I think, is an absolute must when you're heading to these areas, so that you can easily backtrack if things go wrong, right? Second of all, keep an eye on the closest habitation that you've crossed, right? Make a note of it, because you never know when you run into trouble. Your bike could break, you could break something in your body, and you will need to backtrack. So keep that in mind. Always keep plenty hydration. The one thing that sort of saved us in this particular day was that we all had 2 liters each, which too ran out, but we had 2 liters each of hydration, and we already had put some amount of salts and electrol in it, so that did help us make it back. And finally, keep the time of day and daylight, keep that on your side, use it to your advantage, which basically means head out early, try and pack up early before the heat really picks up, but in no event should you be out there beyond 3:34 p.m. because when things go wrong, and if the light fades out on you at that point in time, making your way back in darkness, oh my god, I wouldn't want to be there. So yes, I hope these were a few important lessons that we all have learned, and I wanted to share this with you. Okay, now let's actually go to the video where I actually get to ride the rally kit like I've been wanting to. Alright, here we go, let's go.